Hello everyone! Last time we started our very first Let's Play series in the game, City of Gangsters. As you may already know, it is a turn-based strategy in which the goal is to become the most infamous and powerful gangster in the city through the manufacturing and sale of illegal alcohol and all the trouble that goes along with it. Unfortunately, when I went to load up the game today, I discovered that my save file with last episode's progress was missing. I don't know what happened. I remember saving the game, but it just wasn't there. That was really disappointing and frustrating since it meant that I had to start over with a new family in a new city, but then I remembered, this is a turn-based procedurally generated game. So I just looked through the footage of last time, entered the map seed and recreated the game as it was. As you see, we have still our rival gang here, the hooligans, everything is as it was. That was a huge relief for me, since this meant that today we can start off exactly where we left off last time. And I made sure that this time we have a proper save file and a backup as well. Last time we started with this Yugoslavian fellow named Tony Collar, who is the head of our family, which currently consists only of himself. But we will soon change that. We got our first corner by setting up our first front here. And we set up our first operation for brick wine in our aunt's fruit emporium. So as you see here, it is now under construction. We introduced ourselves around the neighborhood, sold some of our reserve of alcohol, and we also met some hooligans and the rival gang here. So today what we would like to do is first supply our business operation properly, since we are still missing some crocs. If we go to click on here, we see that we need 45 crocs and we only have 40. So unless we can provide the other 5, we will miss this production entirely, which we do not want to do. So let's go and do that. After that, however, I would like to properly introduce myself to the hooligan, to this Lily Bell here, to this Ludwika Jablonski, and this rival gang, the Hanson outfit. See what they're like, if they're friendly, if they're gonna cause a problem, stuff like that. Then we will start expanding our business, creating more fronts, getting more corners, and eventually hire a new crew member. So let's get to it. Let's see, where can we buy some more crocs? As I remember from last time, we bought off all the crops from here and here, which means that we must look for another way. So if we hop on over to a resource overlay, we see that there are still some other places that we can visit. Actually, we didn't buy all of it, we just didn't have enough money, I believe, right? I don't know, let's take some money. And also, we would like to see where we can sell our, what we got here, hard cider and homemade beer. So if we hop on over here, we see that we can sell beer here and cider here, which is good. Let's go to sell the beer first. Is it this guy? Yep, he wants to buy some homemade beer. We will negotiate a better price for it and sell all of it. Great, we got rid of it. We got some money for it. The cider, where is it again? Here, right? This is the only guy who buys the cider, also this guy. Alright, so let's go over to this guy. And we ran out of action points, which means that we gotta go to the next turn. Go over here, sell our cider, get 20% over market price, and we still got some left, which is unfortunate. Shall we discover this? Let's see what it is. It is a place that sells bottles, looks like. Not really useful to us. We can sell the rest of the cider here, but we would like to buy the crocs first. So let's go over here, and actually this front needs our attention. Let's see what they want. How's our explosion coming? We're doing well, but we're running short on cash. Funding a local youth club. $10 a month. Alright. So we actually gotta pay them the $10 that they need, because we actually are not extorting anyone right now. So this front is actually costing us money right now. And I am aware that I said actually too many times. But once we get the extorting going on, they'll be able to basically fund themselves, and we won't be bothered with dropping off money every time. So let's buy some Crocs. Let's see, can we extort here? Yes, if we go over to this, because it's part of this corner, we have great news. We've taken control of the corner. Things will be better from now on. Glad to hear someone is taking charge around here. Things can only get better now. That's good to say, but we should make things better together. It would be an honor to assist. How can I help? Even a small monthly contribution of $25 would help this neighborhood immensely. William Heilig will be collecting them. Who is William Heilig? I have no idea. Anyway, give me the money. That's extortion. I guess I have no choice. Of course you don't. So sometimes they will actually resist and they won't give up so easily, and you have to either rough them up or give them some more time, and that is based on your influence. So if we go to info overlay and we see our, let's see, respect, we see that we are really well respected in our original corner, but over here not so much. So it will take time to build this respect, and as we get more fronts, we get more respect, and the closer a neighborhood is to our front, the bigger the respect. So eventually we will have full respect here, as well as expand to other corners. And what we actually see here is that you can feel the heat on this corner. Better watch out for cops. So we need to deal with this eventually. But we worked on extorting this business, so now they will be able to pay for our front, which requires $10 a month. They will give 25 and leave 15 for us, for someone to collect here. So that takes care of that. Let's go supply our operation with the rest of the crocs that it needs. Leave some money here. Shall we take this bat? Let's take the bat, because we're gonna talk to the hooligans later and we wanna have some form of protection, even though I'm not sure how a bat's gonna help us. And only 2 days until construction is done on our operation and it starts producing the brick wine. So now that we've supplied it, we wanna sell off the rest of the cider, and we can also combine the trip down here to introduce ourselves to this guy. And this guy also has a new quest for us, so let's see what it is. So, right over here. What do you want? So chat around the neighborhood is that you're an up-and-coming type, that your outfit will soon take over around here. Well, while I wouldn't give much credence to rumors like that, I'm not going to deny them. What of it then? To be honest, your outfit is, well, not that significant looking right now, but in our deals, I've seen a fire and driving you. You can prove yourself by taking over some more corners. I should be able, shall we say, broaden your horizon a bit. Have 5 corners in your turn, currently 2. Of course, that's what we're going for anyway. And we ran out of action points, but we have some movement points, so we can explore a little bit here. And then we'll go back to this guy the next turn. Ah! Okay, alright. Let's go to next turn. This guy keeps running away from us. What we wanted to do is sell our cider here. We're selling it for a good price. We have an active mission, so we can't learn. I think this guy wants to teach us how to make sliders, so it's not very useful anyway. But this guy can get me an in with one of the local troublemakers. That might be useful. It's not like he can also provide some boost to some relationships. Okay, let's do this one. So he can help us have an in with one of the hooligans. I think this woman here. And basically that means that she'll owe us a favor then. So let's do that. Use a pawn favor. And we're not worried about this guy running out of favors because we're gonna be selling to him brick wine and plenty of it because he has a big demand for it. So our relationship with him will improve whatever we do. So shall we go chasing after this guy or first introduce ourselves to her? What we would like to do is bribe this officer before she starts causing problems for us. But I don't know if we have enough money for that. I do believe they cost quite a bit. So we might first hop on over to our operation and get some money. Yeah, let's do that. So we go over here. Get some of this money, like 600 bucks should be enough. I really like the controls in this game. For example, if you want to take $1, you just click with the left mouse. And if you want $10, you control click. And if you want 100, you just shift click. So if I want 600 bucks, all I have to do is click 6 times. So that's really neat. I don't know what this did. What is this? Load items into your vehicle, finish loading. Does this cost us action points? I don't understand. Anyway, let's get over here. What is the shortest route? If we don't expressively, explicitly tell our character to move through an unexplored area, they will try to go through an explored area even if it's a lot longer. But we would like to explore these streets here, so I think we'll go over here, then over here, and we ran out of movement points because it is unexplored and costs a lot of points. But what we can do here is, can we do something here? We can fix our vehicle. We can buy a truck. Can we buy a truck? I'd be looking to get rid of this car. Interested? I might be looking. Yes, let me know. So he sells a 2-door passenger car for 420 bucks. But we don't want a passenger car. We want a truck. Not available or expanding somewhere else. Alright. So we can't do anything useful here, unfortunately. We go to the next turn. A new corner now acknowledges you that you and your crew are in charge around here. Everyone knows who you are and that you mean business. You've finished building a new operation and it's ready to go. Good. One of our fronts is ready to expand our territory further. So if we hover over to this little icon, the first one, means the front is ready to expand. That means they're ready for me to go over and tell them, alright, let's expand to this corner, for example. And as you can see, we also have this corner as well now. So that's good. And also what? They might be interested in a business expansion. Not sure what that means, but we'll go check it out later. Right now we have a goal of bribing the police and introducing ourselves to some new guys. Let's explore these, because we might have some leftover action points. And this business actually tells us that the shop is closed because of the local troublemakers. So if we go to the history, I don't know how we can see here, but how do we go to the history again? Let's see. History tab. Yeah, this one here. Nope. Oops. It's not that one. Examine this location. No idea. Anyway, there was a place to see what happened to this business, and we'll probably discover that this hooligan trashed the place, and that's why it's closed right now. So they can cause problems like that. For example, if I really wanted to make business with them, I would have to get rid of these hooligans so that they will not cause further problems. But let's go to this police officer. We can't because it's unexplored and it takes more action points. Or we can go over here, can we? Yep, explore this business. And they sell bottles. Good. So let's go to the next turn. And they go over to us. Which I think doesn't cause us problems for now because our heat is kind of low. As you can see, the heat generated around here is pretty high. But on our corner, it's not so bad. So, let's talk to this. They have no relationship with us, which I think means that we can't bribe them just yet. But we can suck up to them and suggest a bribe, but they don't trust us enough. So we need an end with this woman, and she only has a relationship with these hooligans, so they might be useful after all. Talk to her, she will give us an in with her, and we'll be able to bribe her. So let's do that. We can discover some businesses here, some logs, we can buy lumber here, we can buy crocs here, that's useful. Should we buy some crocs right now? Let's do it. 30 crocs. Alright, so they have a 20 relationship with us because we used the favor from this guy to get an in with them. And they're a small-scale troublemaker who controls a single corner, interested in business, and they have independent stance, neither compliant nor defiant. The troublemaker is interested in finding good deals, get on their good side, and next time something falls off the back of a truck, they might cut you in. Okay, so what can we do here? Say if there was an interesting opportunity, I'd imagine you'd be the first to know. I need you to stop harassing the businesses, so we can gently ask her to stop tormenting this business, and they will soon open after that if she accepts. But she can also tell us to fuck off. I like to patronize some of the businesses on your corner, and I understand they're afraid that you wouldn't look kindly on that. So if you wanted to deal business with one of these two businesses, we have to ask for permission first. Look, you're starting to get on my nerves, but I think we can resolve our difference in a mutually profitable way. So this is the buying out option, where we can give her some money to stop making problems for us, but we need a crew size of 2. We can cash in on a favor just like all of the other guys, and we can straight up attack her. So let's go with the first one. She says you can bet on it, and I'm always looking. I'll let you know if anything suitable. Cool. So let's cash in on the favor, go to the officer here, and she'll put in a good word for us. Great. And that is all that we can extract out of this relationship for now. Let's go back to her, and we can't do anything. We can suggest a bribe. We can't accept personal gifts, you understand. But if you really wish to help, the newly established Fraternal Order of Police can use all the support it can get. Alright, how much is appropriate? 260. I understand. And we basically pay her $260 for her cooperation for 250 days. That's almost a year. That's good. And they can also help us supply us some money. But they can also say you have a good relationship with the Federal Bureau of Prohibition, right? They must know some rival outfit at war with you. So I guess this will help us if we're at war with someone. Oh, this guy is muscling in on our territory. We can't have that. We need to teach him a lesson. Otherwise. Anyways, thank you for making this precinct safer. I hope my modest donation helps. We can also buy some guns from her, I imagine. And we can buy a switchblade, a club. Switchblade might be nice. Although, we might want to wait until we get another crew member so we can have a revolver. What about the switchblade? Can we get it? We actually got the switchblade for free. That's good. So now we have a weapon. If this guy doesn't appreciate our tone that we're about to give him in a second, we can rough him up. I think we won't kill him in one go, but we can definitely scare him quite a bit. And now we have a switchblade in our vehicle. We discovered some businesses, improved relationship with Dan Brown, and paid off the cops until April 4th, 1921. Good, so that takes care of that. Let's go over to this. Let's go over to our front here and start expanding again. Is it really faster to go this way than this way? Anyway, needs to be done next turn anyway. So let's go to the next turn. Actually, I don't like moving in between turns because if we go to click here now, see, we can see that he traveled this way. And if we were to go this way, we would waste a whole bunch of turns. So let's go over and talk to him. Hey, do I know you? I think I've seen you around. He is the boss, and your only option here is to rough him up. Which I don't know if I want to do just yet, because if we attack him, we probably won't kill him, and we will be injured. And being injured means that you have to go back to one of your operations and heal before you have any more. You basically can't use action points. You can move around, but you can't use action points. So it's like skipping a turn, which I don't want to do for this guy just yet, unless I will be able to take him out in one turn. But for that, we need more crew members and we need better weapons. So we'll let him live for now and just try and keep him off our territory. Let's go to our front. And the green check is a good sign. It means we have money to collect. So we get 25 minus the 10 in costs. We have 15 bucks, which ain't much, but it really adds up once we start controlling more and more businesses. So how's our front doing? Let's talk about I need to expand my territory. And we can expand to this corner, which is great. Let's do it. And we have a new option here. First of all, we can find weapons. Oh, we could buy one from this guy. Is that the same as the switchblade? Even if it's an upgrade, it's a small upgrade at best. So we could use a new building to expand our outfits operations. Heard of anything available nearby? And he will tell us if there is a good building that we can buy to set up our second operation. Which I don't know if we want to do just yet, but we do have some leftover action points and we have plenty of favors with this guy, so we might as well see where it is. And it's actually this next door sandwich place or a diner. I don't know what that is. So it is a small cafe with 1,000 square feet. Cube feet? It's not square feet. Oh yeah, that's the volume of inventory that it can store. Great, what do you need from me? $750. And we don't have anything near that anyways. But we know that there is also a place here. Cool. So what we want to do is get to this corner, since we now control it, and also extort these businesses, because we need more money. We always need more money. We met Kramer's crew. I don't know how we learned about them. They're all the way over here, and we're all the way down here, but I guess we did. Cool. So we might introduce ourselves to them at some point, but definitely won't be on our top priority list. And we also met another police officer, which I don't know if you also need to bribe. There are these things called precincts. And if we hover over to our info overlay, we can click the precinct, and we paid off the wrong cops, it seems. I think the officer we just bribed is in this precinct here, and our territory is in this blue one. So we kinda screwed ourselves out of 200 bucks. But we're not gonna cry over it too much. At least we'll know that once we do go down here, we'll be relatively safe. And where can we see? Pittsburgh Police Department. How do we see which precinct she belongs to? Does it say? Oh, so there's the history tab we were looking for. What do we see here? I don't know. She's Canadian. Cool. So we might have to bribe this guy as well. But he's all the way over here, so he won't cause problems for us just yet. Let's go over here and harass these businesses. Take control, demand payment, extortion. This makes living here awful. Yes, it does. Great. So now they belong to us. What about these? We have a good relationship with her. Demand payment. See, it's drained it quite a bit. But because of our perk, I think it's less than you would usually get. We have... How do we go to our perks? I'm not sure. Nope, that's not what we wanted. Anyway, we have a perk that lets us get more money and better relationship out of extorted businesses. So that's good. Right, let's get to introduce to her and leave off some of the crops that we picked up from that store. So leave the clocks here, leave the bat here, leave some money, take some money with us. And we will have a production in just 7 turns. That's not so little. But we will have 45 crops of brick wine. So that's useful. And did we sell all our stuff already? Yeah, we did. So we have no cash flow left except for our operation and our rackets here. Can we extort the rest of these businesses? What about this one? Yes, we can. Demand payment. You have no choice. Damn straight. Demand payment. And now we're bleeding all these businesses dry. Which is good. I think there was some kind of financial tab that we can see how much we get each month, but I think we need first to collect for at least 1 month. Anyway, let's go and talk to her, see what she can do for us. Actually, not much, since we don't have a relationship with her, but we can use the favor we have from this girl here, but she will be useful in other ways. So let's actually use this guy's favor instead, the guy at the auto shop. Oh, we ran out of action points, unfortunately, so let's go and discover this place here. Go to the next turn, go back to this guy and get me in with some of the local troublemakers. Yes. Cool. Should we fix our car? As we drive our car, its condition worsens, which I don't know how I can see the... Yeah, see, it's in 78% condition. And we want to keep it pretty high. Can we fix it? We do, but your vehicle seems to be running well. Alright, so I guess we don't need to do that just yet. How do we delete this route? This seems like a bug. Yeah, we delete it. How do we see our characters? Yeah, yeah. So he's immoral, vindictive, and agile. A waste of skill to keep one cooped up inside. That's what we want. More dialogues. What about this? Yeah, your outfit. That's what we want. He's an intimidator. And an accountant? What the hell is this? Must be a captain. Alright, this is actually either new or I haven't seen it before, but I guess you can develop your character quite a bit. Crew list. There's our crew. Right. Anyway, let's go talk to her. And we can also see what skill this girl wants to teach us. Homebrew production. Not for now, thank you. But you can introduce me to some businesses. I'll gladly accept. And we discovered another hooligan crew, which is good. Can we get a good word with them as well? Looks like he only knows her and her. So she can help us, but she cannot because she no longer owes us any favors. So we'll need to wait a bit or use our favor with Lilybell. So we don't have the option for us to tell us about the stuff that fell off the truck. Maybe because she's brawling. This troublemaker is interested in brawling. Get on their good side and they might be willing to do some dirty work for you without anybody connecting it back to you. So that might be useful. We can send her to take care of this guy, for example. That might be useful. Anyway, can you introduce me to... she doesn't seem to be able to introduce us to this guy. Well, how am I supposed to... Alright, another strategy. She can introduce us to this. How does he only know these two women and not anyone else in the city. Guess we'll have to wait a bit. But I think that's where we're gonna leave it off for now. We might go around here and discover some other businesses, but we're basically waiting for our production to be done, which not this production, which it almost is, and it will give us some crocs that we can sell, and then we can use that to fund our new operation in this sandwich place. And we might set up a homebrew or a moonshine or something else. So, join us next time and we'll do that together. Thanks for watching. Bye.